In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to work with themes and plugins in WordPress. When you're hosting a site for someone or when you're administrating a site for someone, themes and plugins are the two most obvious reasons that people choose WordPress. There's a huge amount of themes available and an enormous amount of plugins, which are simply pieces of PHP code that have been packaged to do a certain function. They're how you expand WordPress's capabilities, and themes are how you style your WordPress site. So I'm going to walk you through installing and activating a new theme, talk a little bit about child themes, and then I'll show you a plugin install, and we'll look at activating and changing settings for a given plugin. Let's go ahead and activate a new theme. Go to Appearance, Themes. This is only good for searching installed themes, so you'll want to click Add New. We can just go to the popular themes, and you can scroll here. There are literally thousands of them available for free, and many tens of thousands more for payment, usually somewhere within the $20 to $60 range. Some themes, especially some of the paid ones, are more like theme frameworks that allow you to do a huge amount of customization, but we're just going to install a simple theme. This one's called Sydney. So you can do a preview of your theme or activate it straight away. When you don't have a lot of content yet, you can safe to activate this. Obviously, if you've got a couple thousand users on your site, just changing the theme suddenly and hoping that nothing breaks is probably not the greatest idea. So we've changed our theme. Let's reload that home page, see what it looks like. Okay, we've got all the default content from this theme, but our website looks quite a bit different now. You can see that this theme positions our blog content under this main slider that it's got, but we still have our top menu here, and we can visit the pages that we're used to. You can see that in the appearance menu, our theme has actually installed a separate info sub-page where you can access some extra features. Most themes will have some sort of theme customization or theme options sub-page that's created here, especially the large framework type themes. That's basically a page where you can change everything down to the most nitpicky options, from fonts to layout to colors to sliders and header styling. Basically everything that theme allows you to change. Something really important I'd like to talk about: when installing a theme, if you then install a new version of that theme, you risk blowing away all of your customization that you've done. For this reason, when you use a theme, you'll want to create a child theme, which is basically a small sub-theme that has almost none of its own code, and it inherits all of the styling from the parent theme. So you would create a new theme and inherit from the Sydney theme, make any style changes that you need to for that theme. Usually it's none, because these themes all have their own theme options pages where you can do that through the WordPress backend. And then when you update the theme, let's say the Sydney theme here, all of the options that you've saved, all the customizations you've done, don't get lost, because the theme you've actually got active is a child theme. So this is kind of working like the menu items. You've got a top level page and then a sub page, a page under it. Well, when you do this professionally, you'll want to use a child theme, which is essentially sort of a sub theme of the one that you're going to use. Unfortunately, that paragraph is the most I can give you for right now, because creating child themes is just totally out of scope for this course. However, there are some really good resources. It's not a very complicated process. For more, you can just visit this link. It's in the WordPress Codex, the main WordPress documentation site. It's under codex.wordpress.org/child_themes. This will give you the background on what they are, why you'd want to use them, and how to create them. In real life, this usually just amounts to creating a new directory with one or two files inside in your WP content/themes directory. That's all I've got to say about themes right now. I'm going to show you a plugin install. So go to plugins and you'll see the Hello Dolly plugin, always here by default. I'm going to show you how to delete a plugin and all of its files. And a plugin is really just a directory of PHP files that do some stuff, some extra third-party code. As a result, every service you run obviously is already a security risk. You're letting strangers from the internet connect to a server that you control. You're running network services and protocols which have security vulnerabilities in them. They always do. Everything you're running has security vulnerabilities that just haven't been found yet. We hope they haven't been found yet, certainly haven't been publicized yet. That said, when you then run some more third-party PHP code on top of your already insecure code, you see what I'm getting at here? It's like paper cuts on top of an open wound. You're just creating even more security vulnerabilities. So don't be like those people that install 40 plugins. Every bit of that code is going to slow your site down. Every plugin needs a little bit of resources, a little bit of time, a little bit of memory. And every plugin is another chance for the bad guys to find a hole and get into your site and mess things up for you. So be judicious with your use of plugins. We're going to click Add New, and you'll see the most popular plugins. One of the most popular ones is a caching plugin, which you actually don't need because we're doing it in a faster, easier, and better way. But you've got all kinds of things that can make your site more effective or add functionality. Like if you want to run a web forum, you can do it on WordPress. The bbPress plugin will simply add forum functionality to your website. We're going to install one of the most common and popular plugins. We're going to install a simple contact form plugin. So this will automatically download the plugin package, decompress and unarchive it, and install it, that is, move it into our WP content/plugins directory. We can go ahead and activate that plugin. By default, it won't be active. And you'll see that many plugins, certainly the more complex ones, will have their own settings page, which you can access on the plugins menu with that settings button. This contact form installs some content like a sample contact form by default. You can check that out on your own time, but I just want to make sure you understand how to delete, install, and manage settings for plugins, and that you also understand that each plugin is another security vulnerability, especially plugins that interact with users, such as a contact form. This is going to be a great source of SQL injection problems. So again, be careful when installing plugins. Only install the ones you need, deactivate and remove the ones you do not need, but have fun. There's a ton of stuff you can do, and plugins really are the key to unlocking everything that WordPress has to offer. In the next lesson, we're going to cover another plugin install, but this one's going to be sort of a total conversion for WordPress. We're going to add a web shop using the WooCommerce plugin. Be sure to check that out. Don't miss that, because that's something that certainly if you do this professionally, a lot of your clients will need this. The WooCommerce plugin is super popular, and it's currently the best web shop available for WordPress. I'll see you in that next lesson.